I've got 7 different snare drums here, ranging from $30 all the way up to $1,000. So let's have some fun and do a little comparison test. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same tuning and same drum heads on everything and, try not to have too many variables besides the drum itself. Heads of choice, we're gonna use the Evans UV2s for the batter heads. These are 2-ply coated heads and they use ultraviolet technology for the coating so it will never chip or flake. How sick is that? And for the bottom heads, Evans Snare-side 300. This is pretty much the go-to snare-side head for many professionals. So let's start with our first snare drum, the Glary Tiger Stripe. I got this a couple years ago for only 30 bucks. The size is 13 by 3.5 inches and the shell is made of poplar, which is known for being a relatively inexpensive wood. Usually, most of the cheap drum kits that are marketed towards beginners are made of poplar wood. Triple flanged hoops and 8 tuning lugs per side. Let's get some fresh heads on here. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's bring it over to the kit, mic it up. So what I'm gonna do is play 3 different beats with each snare drum, one at a time, and then later on, we'll do a closer side-by-side comparison. You like? For the first beat, let's do a take 5 style jazz beat, no rim shots. All right, now let's do a rock beat and add some rim shots. And just in case some of you don't know what a rim shot is, it's when your stick hits the head and the rim of the drum at the same time, gives you a very powerful smack. And for the third beat, you guys always complain whenever I don't do blast beats, so let's do a blast beat. So that was the $30 snare, 1 down, 6 to go. Next up is another beginner snare drum that I got on Temu. This one was $60. The size is 14 by 5.5 inches, and according to the website, it's a 10-ply shell and it contains poplar and maple. It didn't really specify how many plies of each, but I'm not surprised. It is Temu. Technically, it could be 9 plies of poplar and only 1 ply of maple, but yeah, who really knows? Looks like we got triple flanged hoops again and 10 tuning lugs per side. Let's give it a sex. Try to get it the same tuning as the Glary snare. Okay, let's bring it over. Beat number 1. Now let's throw in the rim jobs, rim shots. And of course, let's blast it. Snare drum number 3, we've got this Vox Telstar Maple Snare. Some of you might not have even known that Vox makes drums, but this is the snare that comes with the Telstar kit, that one that has the melted looking bass drum. And unfortunately, you can't get this snare drum by itself, so there's no official price for it, but based on my research and your help, we're gonna say this is worth about $150. The size is 14 by 5 inches, it's a 6-ply maple shell, triple flanged hoops, and 8 tuning lugs per side. So let's freshen up this bachy, and while I do, it's time for a mental health check. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp. If you're ever feeling discouraged or depressed about anything, do not hesitate to check out BetterHelp. It is the world's largest therapy service and it's 100% online. You can access their network of over 30,000 licensed therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. Get started by answering a few questions about your needs and preferences for therapy. And this way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. You can talk to your therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's video chat or just texting. Message them anytime, and you can even schedule live 5 sessions for whenever it's convenient for you. And if for some reason your therapist isn't the right fit for you, you can switch to a new one at no charge. With BetterHelp, you get the quality and professionalism that you'd expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist that's custom picked for you. So this way, it's more affordable and you get the scheduling flexibility, which is awesome. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/66samus. I'll put the link down below in the description. Thank you so much, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. You probably can't see it on camera because it's probably overexposed, but there's a little bit of chippy flakes on this coated head here, and you're not gonna get that with the UV2s. Sex. Ooh, almost. Okay, let's bring it over. Okay, next up we've got the D-Drum hybrid snare drum for $199. This is 13 by 6 inches and the shell is 8 plies of birch, so we're gonna get a nice high-end cut with this one. This is also the first snare drum on the list with die-cast hoops instead of flanged hoops, so the rim shots and attack are gonna be a little more focused and fair. Also worth mentioning that this drum comes with a trigger installed, which is pretty fucking awesome, and there's the XLR output on the side. But we're not using the trigger today. We wanna hear that birch for Danielle. Oh hey, little Danielle, you ready for your diaper change? Wow, the lugs on this drum are nice and smooth. Okay, I think we got the tuning pretty close. Have a side. D-Drum 13-inch hybrid snare drum. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. I can already hear a little bit of a difference with the birch. Let's add the rim shots. Wow, now we're cracking. Blast beats? You know what that sounded like? Sex. Snare drum number 5, the Joey Jordison signature snare from Pearl. Ever since I bought this thing, it has easily been one of my favorite drums. And sadly, they don't produce this drum anymore, but you can still find it used online. Lately, I've been seeing them go for around $500-600 bucks. The size is 13 by 6.5 inches, and the shell is powder-coated steel. Triple flanged pearl super hoops and 8 tuning lugs on each side. And I haven't cleaned this drum in a while either. Hopefully this won't be too embarrassing. Yeah, it's a little dirty in there. Oh, this drum's got a case of the queefy beefies. Oh, wow, there's even sawdust in the lugs. Gross! Why am I so lucky? Oh. Dude, are you kidding me? Call the doctor. This is absolutely disgusting. Holy shit. All right, you know what? Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to Matt Horn for recommending a Lazy Susan. I think Joey is finally ready. Let's sniff the crack. Drum beat numero 1. Drum beat number 2. And drum beat number blast beat. Yes. 5 down, 2 to go. Next up is the Pearl Masters Maple Gum Snare. The average price for this drum is around $8.50. The size is 14 by 6.5 inches. It's a 6-ply shell with 4 plies of maple and 2 plies of gum wood on the inside. Back to the die cast hoops again. These are the Pearl Master Cast hoops. Add some weight and fur. Go! Pretty close. Oh boy! Masters Maple Nipple Gum. We have it. And for the final snare drum, ladies and gentlemen, boys and boppies, we have the Pearl Reference 1, and these snares average around $1,000. This is also 14 by 6.5 inches, but instead of inner gum wood like the last one, this drum blends 2 plies of birch in with the maple for a little extra attack sex. Master cast hoops again, but instead of the bridge lugs, this drum has the swivel lugs, which are much lighter, easier to tune with, and take up less space on the drum. So for the final time, let's change that diaper, and thank fuck, because I think I've done this enough times today. Oh my god, it's the Cav home stretch. Here we go, you guys. Pearl Reference 1, and then after this, we'll go back and listen to all the drum beats close together, back to back, sack-patack, take 5. Rock beat with rim shot. And good old Blastobatus. Oh, yeah. Now let's listen back to everything and see what happened. Okay, that was a lot of fucking work, but definitely a lot of fun too. Let me know in the comments which snare drum you liked the most, and that's enough of that. Sex.